Hi, I'm Joanne Carey. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I felt called to share a call that came through in my weekly channeling call last week around holding the vision and utilizing compassionate action to really support the world and everyone impacted by the fires in California, the volcanic eruptions, war, all of the events that are occurring on the planet right now that are really changing people's lives, creating fear, losing homes, all of that sort of thing. So if you are called, I invite you to listen to their message on how our old ways of supporting people just aren't serving us as much. They outline how we can be supporting them through compassionate action, and then they bring us through a guided process where we hold that vision and create that vision for a new world and them healing and building and us moving into a different realm of reality. I hope that you enjoy their message, and I hope that you listen and contribute to holding the vision for the new world and all who've been impacted by all of the events in the world and are still being impacted. Blessings. Now, we would like to speak a bit about all that is happening on the planet, with all of the change that is going on as you lift and shift in consciousness. As the earth herself lifts and shifts in consciousness, much is being released and cleared energetically from the earth and from the collective. Much of what you see from a natural disaster perspective, or what you may call a natural disaster, is a natural evolutionary process of a lifting in energy of a planet. All of the density that has occurred over the years, all of the what you may see as tragedies, murders, genocides, civilizations collapse given outdated power structures and misuse of power. These things are all recorded in the physical structure of the planet, in the records of the planet. And as you lift up, as you do so individually, and you are doing your own clearing, your own releasing of all of the density that has occurred, both in your lifetime and in all of those, what you may call past lifetimes, all of those recorded in the cells of your body, you are lifting and shifting, you are clearing and releasing, and so is the earth herself. This results in things changing. This results in what looks to be disaster and tragedy, what you label that, because that is how you have been taught to perceive, to see all of those things happening. And we do not dismiss or in any way do not have empathy and do not see why you feel that way. However, we will also say for you to remember, and each of you know this intellectually, and you will be knowing it more and more in your knowing in the times to come, is that absolutely everything is a choice. Everyone in every place, in every circumstance, where you sit right now, where every other person sits right now, where every animal sits, where every tree is planted, everything knew of the possibility of what its life, its time, its manifestation on the plane would look like. It knew and chose to be there for purposes. Some of it you will never understand. And for the mental mind, it may never be understandable. For the changes, the destruction, the dissolution of old energies and structures is such that it is difficult to believe. You love your pasts. You love those fond memories you have of places and things. But like everything, when the energy is withdrawn from them, when they can no longer be held in the energetic structure of the earth and of the collective mind of humanity, they must be restructured, they must be reseen, and that is much of what you see reflected in the world around you. Now, yes, are there people who have perhaps, in the case of the fires that you see, that they have lit them? Those are all things that will still have ramification for the individual souls. Every action, every choice that you make, the smallest to the largest, has ramification. You are accountable in all ways to all of your creations, all of your actions and behaviors. And whether it is balanced out in this lifetime or some other, it will be balanced. But it is all learning. Nothing happens to anyone else. If something looks like it is happening to somebody, it is not. They are still in alignment with it in some way or another. If they are, for instance, in the fire, and their time is not now, they are not in alignment, they are not in resonance with, they will not either have been in that location at the time that the fires, for instance, went through, or they will be unharmed. Their property may be unharmed because it was not needed. It was in alignment with where the energies are going. Does this make sense? So it is not random chaos that you see around the world right now. It may be hard to feel, to see, to understand, because you have such large hearts. That is the beauty of you. That is the beauty as you ascend in consciousness. But there is always a reason for everything, even if it is not particularly what you may prefer or like. But you will see many things that you would perhaps in the old template have viewed as a disaster, a unfortunate incident, a tragedy. And we would invite you now to begin to hold the higher vision. Yes, when you are directly impacted, when you are directly in the zone of one of these changes, then you will feel all of the feelings. You are in direct learning and direct impact to what happens in that situation. Where the challenge comes at times like this and in the times to come, for there is much more change to occur this year and in the years to come. But this year is a year of great change. Many chapters closing, yes. Where the challenge comes is when those who are not directly impacted utilize what they have been taught through history, and that is to go into alignment, into agreement with the devastation, where you project into the collective mind, into the collective energies, the hopelessness, the devastation, the loss. How could they ever overcome such situations? They must be devastated. I could not imagine being in such a hopeless situation. I can't believe so many have died. The world is irreparably damaged. All that was harmed and hurt, dead. The death is such a pity. It's a pity for all of those people who are impacted. All of those things that we have just shared are not supporting of the energy or of yourself or of the planet or of the people who have been impacted. You are contributing to a low vibrational outcome. And we would invite you to watch what you share with the collective. Watch the energy you hold. And is this challenging at times? Yes. Because this is how you have been taught to respond, to go into accord, to shake hands with. It's been part of your community building. And we would say there are better ways to do this. When we do what this one has termed compassionate action, not her term, but her use in the days past. It is when you take the idea of being compassionate with somebody, but putting positive action into it. So rather than going into accord and into alignment and reinforcing the perhaps hopelessness, the fear, the devastation, those lower vibrational frequencies, you project out, you send out your thoughts, your energy, your light, your radiance, a higher vision. You see them moving through it with ease. You see them healing. You see them recovering, rebuilding. You see them safe in safety. You see them navigating the challenges. You see them finding families and reuniting. You see animals and families reuniting. You see animals safely moving through. You see new growth. You see new forests being built. Do you see the difference? When you do that, you are sending out into the collective possibility, hope. You are giving them something to connect into. You are not tethering them to the lower vibrational frequencies, which is what happens when you project the lower field, the lower emotions into the field. You claim them in that, do you understand? And yet you can do such more positive work by claiming them in the higher. And so what we would wish to do with you today, starting with those fires in that location you know of as California, we would like to do some compassionate action with you, sending energy, love, hope, peace to them, to the earth, to the animals, to the infrastructure, to it all, to everything that you see before you. And so if you are willing, simply bring yourself into a circle with all of us, all of yourselves, seeing the world before you, the globe in all of its beauty, the earth in her energetics, as she spins through the universe, as she spins in space, as she is lifting and shifting, and seeing all of the people around the world in their various places, in their various spaces, in their various situations, of all levels of agreement. And as you sit here and you I intend to shift my energy systems to the highest frequency available to me, inviting in your guides, your angels, those beings who will send forth this radiant, high-frequency light. Turn your focus. And each one of you will be different, yes? This one will speak some words to give you ideas, but you each see the world through your experience, through your filter or frame of reference. There may be things that are close to your heart. Utilize whatever images come to you, but with the intention of seeing them moving through, things becoming higher, things becoming whole again, things becoming recreated in an energy that will support the new world that is being born. Yes. Okay. And with that, we shall begin. So turn your focus to the wildfires, to those fires that are raging in the Los Angeles area of California. You may see in your mind's eye walls of orange fire. You may see many homes burning. You may see people without homes who have lost all that they have in the material. You may see animals being displaced. In your mind's eye, see first those people moving quickly to safety. See all of their loved ones, their pets, all of those things that are required for them, their loved ones, move with them easily, see them moving out of harm's way, see them easily and quickly navigating the roads to safer places, to family and friends, to those people who are supporting them and offering lodging in evacuations. See them even moving further beyond as they begin to rebuild from losses. They're reconnected with loved ones. They begin to build new homes. Seeing the wounds that they have incurred through this situation, healing. And notice in your mind's eye that they didn't lose anything that they actually needed. See them, whatever they needed, those things, perhaps, the material things, perhaps they are able to recreate, but in a higher way. They begin to realize that they actually feel lighter. They are actually being supported and moving forward. See them once again back in a home. See the woods grown up around them, even better than before. Feel the vibrancy of a community come together, where they have a shared experience, where they realize they are not different than their neighbor, where there's more of a sense of community, because this event brought them closer together as a people, and not as isolated, separate units. Notice in your mind's eye the animals that safely got away. The birds knew in advance, the animals knew in advance, and many of them moved up to the higher realms, up to the higher mountains around, safe and sound, and see them begin to come back in when the fires now all put out. The land itself cleared. See how beautiful the energy feels. It took time, yes, for the structures to be removed, for things to become rebuilt. But it was amazing to see just how beautiful people came together to support the recreation. It's even better than it was before. It's more communal. It's almost hard to believe how it used to be with such division, with such differences in wealth. The world has changed. The world has changed. Those with more gave to those with less, realizing that what you do to one, you do to yourself. Things got better. The world changed further. The support that people provided from around the world as they sent loving energy, as they sent funds as they could. It happened so quickly, as if by magic. It's so possible, yes. The earth, cleansed and cleared of lower vibrational density from thousands of years ago. Lineages cleansed and cleared through the flames, allowing Mother Earth to shift even further, supporting humanity and shifting even faster. Every soul on a soul level that was impacted, beginning to realize the role that they played as they open up quicker, as they awaken to the truth of themselves. Wow. The fear dissipating, as if burned up by the flames. Things are shifting quickly for the positive. New opportunities, new livelihoods, new ways of living to offer freedom that wasn't found within the high-cost living of the areas. New places built with better walks, with better ways, with better means to support the earth, better transport, all because of the shifts that have occurred right now. memorials built to support those who were lost in honor of the souls who came and gave to support this great event, this great shift. Sending extra love to all those impacted, all those animals, all of the land, shedding your love, sharing your love, seeing it weave into every person right now. Sending love to the fire itself as an element of change, sending peace, letting it know that its service is complete, seeing it naturally blow out, dissolve, disappear, seeing all of the efforts of the firefighters help all of those who come from far, supporting, all standing together, countries united in support of each other, in support of humanity, in support of the greater good. See the flames recognizing this uniting of love and cleansing as it can all that's needed, and then blowing itself out in completion. Energies cleared, new energies being aligned. And anything else you feel to do that you haven't done, please do. For we'd like to extend your awareness to other places on the globe, if you will. And very similar, focus on those areas perhaps of war where people fight, often without knowing why. See those families, see the war ceasing with the lifting in energy and lifting in consciousness. See the recognition of each other as one, removing separation. See families torn apart, reunited. See those injured, healing and recovering, rebuilding lives, freedom, awareness, enough food, enough water, education, freedom to be who they are without discrimination, the fear dissipating, valuable resources shared so that everyone may have an existence of freedom. New technologies coming in place to provide power and water to those who don't have it, to provide food for those who don't have any. Seeing all of the devastation, all of the destruction that has been necessary to cleanse old energies and to support Mother Earth in her shifting and lifting. Sending love to Mother Earth, sending peace to Mother Earth, sending the high vibrational energies into the earth to support her in lifting, in cleansing and clearing. And anywhere, just sense and feel anywhere that needs your love, to the animals that have been abused, to the animals that have not been treated as beings but as products. Send your love to them. See societies changing. See them living free, without fear, without worry of poachers, without worry of being captured. Seeing people having other food sources, other ways to earn incomes and livelihoods. See everyone sharing their gifts in the world in a way that they love, that they enjoy, that brings them fulfillment. And through that, the world is provided everything it needs to lift and shift. Everyone's needs and beyond are satisfied. Not just their basic requirements, but the higher level requirements, the higher level needs and emotions. the fulfillment and joy that you came here to experience rapidly, like the wildfire moving around the planet, lifting and shifting it even further. The world changed forever through the action of few who hold the higher vision, who work with those who are already in the higher level vibrations, helping others, lifting others with their energy, with their love from the ethers. See hands reaching out of the clouds to the sky, supporting each one energetically and lifting higher. See them being supported and pulled up out of their sleep and into their knowing. See the world coming into oneness, understanding. See borders falling. See monetary systems such that people are all supported to live the life without having to worry or struggle, without having to need to spend all of their time focusing on simply earning enough money to eat. No, that's all provided. The earth provides all of that. And all of the systems in place support this community of a world in living and breathing and being and thriving. Can you hardly believe it was just such a short time ago when fear was so prevalent? Can you believe how far we've come, how fast we've got here? Your grandchildren are free from all of this because of the work you have done, because you held the higher vision for them so that they could see it, that they could walk the path they came here to walk, bringing in new systems, new ways of being, new ways of acting, new ways and forms of love and compassion for all. Everyone finding the place, their puzzle piece within the tapestry of all creation. Everyone weaving their threads of light higher and further, lifting the earth far beyond the fifth dimension. Where peace prevails, where the learning happens in new ways. Isn't that glorious? Isn't that glorious? And you were there, and you lived through it, and your wounds healed, your heart mended, your lives lifted and changed beyond anything you could have imagined. And so it is. And so it is, the new world, always here and now aligned to, because you held the vision. You sent compassion. You took compassionate action to all those places. You lifted them. You provided the hope and the possibility that they couldn't see for themselves in the moment that they were in. And everyone else began to join in, carrying the earth faster, helping everyone who was going through a release, a change, a shift that was less pleasant than they desired, but that was necessary for the shift to occur, for the new world to be born, for all to be whole and complete and know that they're worthy, that they're loved, that they belong, and that it is safe for them in all ways to be them in their fullest. See the world before you in this new way, holding this higher vision, for you can, and you are, and you have. See the ripples of this love, of this action you've taken. See it rippling across all time, space, and dimensions. Seeing all lifted, transformed. New timelines created. Timelines healed. Because you held the higher vision and didn't shake hands with fear. Bring yourselves into your bodies. Bring yourselves back into this space where you see each of those who've contributed to a new world. Yes, see each one here. Send them such gratitude and love. for being the light, the radiant light that they are, the radiant light that you are. We thank all who joined in now on the recording across all the world who are doing this in different ways, holding the light. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. We send you blessings, and for now, we are complete.